Good morning. I am delighted to share with you today a bit of my journey here at Holy Communion. Now, I've been a Christian for many, many years, and I was an active church member, but in other denominations. I've only been a part of the Episcopal Church for a short period of time. In fact, I was confirmed right here on April the 28th, 2019. It was a beautiful day. But our journey, and by our, I mean myself and my husband, Robert Kyle, began months earlier. A quick sidebar, if you'll allow me. Some of you, especially those of you who attend the 5:30 service, already know Robert. He's become quite the regular there. He serves as worship host and lector and is given reflections a time or two. In fact, if you attend the 5:30 service today, you will hear him speak about what giving to Holy Communion means to him. And since he and I are both speaking across all the services today, even though this is parish picnic Sunday, around our house we've taken to calling it Delia and Robert Sunday. But I digress. Robert and I met at another church here in Memphis over 25 years ago. We sang in the choir together. The church community was a big part of the life that we built. However, a few years ago, we found ourselves looking for a new church in which to belong and write our next chapter. We visited a few churches in our area, eventually landing here at Holy Communion. We came here several times over the next few months and found ourselves being drawn to the worship and to the people. I felt very engaged in worship, and I love the fact that we have communion or Eucharist every Sunday. We were also really impressed with the way that this parish is involved and serves the Memphis community. That's important for us. Church members have always been very gracious and friendly. In fact, early on, we were invited to gatherings at different parishioners' homes to get to know other families. And it was at one of those gatherings that I was sharing with Sandy what a challenge it had been, searching for a church home where we felt like we could belong and serve again. And he looked at me in that Sandy way that he has, and he said, "Welcome home." I've never forgotten that moment, and he was right. I watched the Justly Family Stewardship video this week. If you haven't seen it, you should. It's really wonderful. And at one moment, Jonathan said, "The church is the extension of your family." I loved that. I wrote it down. That's what a church home is. And it made me think of how Robert and I are responsible for taking care of our own personal home, how we support it financially, paying for our electricity and water, making repairs when they're needed, ensuring that our home is safe and strong, and feeding and nourishing our family and our friends when they come to visit. We do that because we love our home, and we want to take really good care of it. And I believe that my church home deserves that same support. So Robert and I are committed to giving to Holy Communion for those reasons, and because we receive so much more in return. It's a part of our monthly budget, just like any other financial commitment that we have. My hope today is that you will be encouraged to think about your support of this wonderful parish in the same way that you think about the other things in your life that are important. Now, I may still be learning what it means to be an Episcopalian, but I'm very happy to say I've found my church home. Thank you.